Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Uh, this is the first time in a long time I'm uploading a video. That's because a lot's happened in the last few months. For those who don't know, I've moved house, which needed a lot of refurbishment, so I couldn't set up my recording properly. So although I've been in draft leagues, I haven't been able to record or upload any of the videos because I just haven't really had time for editing and making them. And on top of that, I also became a dad for the first time. So yeah, it's been a hectic few months. That hasn't meant I've not been doing draft leagues. A lot of you will know that I've been involved in TVBL, WBL, and the VDL. So this is the first video of the new season of the VDL. This season I'm in VDL-S. It's not because I got demoted or anything, it's because this season the VDL has been split into a dynamax format and a non-dynamax format. And I've chosen to be in the dynamax format just so I can use Porygon Z and his Control Alt Duck button. So yeah, just gonna go on to a little bit of housekeeping. So first off, we are in 3 draft leagues at the moment. TBBL, which is currently in week 7. I'm sitting nicely in the playoffs in that one, but could go either way within the last 4 weeks. I'm in WPL, which is another Dynamax format with some restrictions, like some mons aren't involved. Anything that would be considered S tier, so like there's no Dragapult, no Gabalion, no Clefairy, Clefable, anything that would be considered a high value mon has been taken off. And finally, I'm in the VDL-S, another Dynamax league. There's no restrictions on that other than no restricted ones. So yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to approach uploading the TBBL and the WBL stuff. It's both those leagues are on Showdown, so I might just do a bulk of them after say 4 weeks each, and WPL, and then upload them all in one go. Probably won't be any commentary on faults, it'll just be the actual battles. I might give some post faults after each match. As for TBBL, there's the live stream every Monday night, so you can catch my battles on there. I might do an end of season summary for the team, but we'll see how we go. As for now, let's get into the battle. So I'm approaching this one slightly different to last time round. I'm not going to do a team analysis for my team. I'm just going to bring my 6 mons, go through what each of them does in the post analysis or during the commentary. And as for my opponent, again, we're just going to study the 6 mons that we see on screen that he brings. And I'm not going to break down too much in depth of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. So into our first match. Okay, so going into game 1 right now, we'll see what he leads and what I lead. Very nervous for this first game. Always am for the first games in the leagues. Always want to get off to a winning start. So he leads with Torracat and Corviknight, and I've got out Talonflame and Alakazam. Right. So turn 1, I know I'm going to swap out Steelix, because neither of these two can really threaten him too much. and speed swap into the Talonflame slot, which is going to become Steelix, making Steelix the fastest mon on the field because he doesn't have a mon outspeeds Alakazam. And the one mon that I know that he does have outspeeds Alakazam can't do anything to Steelix, literally nothing. So he swaps out Tapu Fini for Torracat, which is a pain because I would want Torracat gone because of the Intimidate threat, but is what it is. Misty Surge comes out, which protects us from status, which is great, exactly what I need in this battle. And he goes for Dynamaxing his Corviknight. So he could be pulling off max Airstreams to boost bolster his speed, or max Steel Spikes to bolster his defenses, or a combination of anything really. So I get the speed swap off. There was no way of stopping that. Like, Alakazam couldn't be faked out because of being a focus. Steelix absolutely tanks to hit from max Airstream. But both those ones get speed stat boost, which could be troublesome. Right. So no point like present, might as well max the Steelix. Go into the Tapu Fini to max my to increase my defense, and Thunder Wave the Corviknight because it can get paralyzed because it's flying. Yeah, so that'll limit its speed. So we're going through all the animations. Mystic Terrain's up still, so I know I can't get burnt from a Scald. Steelix also was carrying the AV, so I should be able to survive anything this Tapu Fini throws at me. So Steel Spike into Fini, massive damage, good damage. It was a crit, so I would need to attack it again to be able to take it out. Scald, it does huge damage, so I know that's a Specs Fini. And a Max Knuckle. Again, Steelix is just taking any physical move thrown at it. But yeah, so I had the AV on it because I knew I needed to bolster its special defense. Just means I haven't got Max Guard or Protect or anything like that for later on. So I go for another Steel Spike, looks like into Fini, and Psyshock. Yeah, Psyshock into Fini to take it out. Steel Spike should take it out, obviously, but if I don't take it out, there's a very good chance Steelix will go down here. I'm just ignoring that Corviknight at the moment because I know I've got a mon in the back that should be able to deal with it. Okay, yeah, brings out Buzzwole. That was a poor decision on his part, knowing what I'm going to do with Steelix and Alakazam. So it tanks the Steel Spike because it's got massive, what's it called? Defense and HP. Airstream, again, boosting his speed. Alakazam's got Sash, so it would survive that hit anyway. Yeah, Alakazam pulls off a Psyshock into the Buzzwole slot. This Corviknight is getting a bit concerned now. It's got time speed and a +1 attack. We know it's got a fighting move. We know it's got a flying move. Out comes Torracat, just lowering Steelix's attack even more. Again, can't do nothing to Alakazam. Time over for the Dynamax Corvi. Okay, taking my time here, but want to get that Torracat out of there more than the Corviknight. And we switch Alakazam into... Do we switch Alakazam? I don't think we do. I think we go for another attack. We go for Encore. Body Press and Steelix again, really just doing that, like no damage, it's all chip. Max Quake even at -1 takes out the Torracat. Yeah, probably bad on my part revealing Encore there, but it might make him think twice before using certain moves in front of me. So we're looking good. It's actually 4 against 2 right now, but again that Corviknight is looking scary, and I think it's now faster than Steelix. Alright, so we go for an Iron Head into Finny, and a Psyshock into Finny, hoping to take it out. Body Press and Steelix, big damage. Steelix uses Iron Head, doesn't quite pick up the KO. Muddy Water, that's definitely going to take both out with a Spec Spinny. Okay, so we go from 2-2 to 4-2, 4-2 to 2-2. My last two in the back, the Talonflame, which was revealed earlier, and PZ. So we need to, what we really need to do is take out Corviknight, because it's going to take out PZ in one hit with the Body Press, which is stuck on Cold into. And the only way we can do that is by getting up the Tailwind. So I was really hoping here that Talonflame would be able to survive the Muddy Water. If it survives Muddy Water, I probably win. Oh, Body Press didn't take out Porygon Z, which I really thought it would do. But the Muddy Water destroys Talonflame, and it should be all over if it hit Porygon Z, but it's all over because I don't think Porygon Z is able to take both of these out by itself. Yeah, Thunderbolt into Corviknight, takes it out. But which just leaves Tapu Fini with Muddy Water to take out PZ. So we lose that game 1-0, very close game though, so we'll move on to game 2. Okay, into game 2 we go. I'm 1-0 down, so I have to win these next 2 games. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so he leads Buzzhole and Torracat, and I'm leading Talonflame and PZ. So it's going to be interesting here to see how he reacts. So I'm protecting Talonflame from the incoming Fake Out rather. Definitely thought about the Dynamax option, but because I'm -1, probably wouldn't be the best play. Because Talonflame doesn't have the greatest attack, although it probably take out the Buzzhole in one hit with a max Airstream, and give PZ the speed advantage it would need. And I'm maxing BZ to do a max strike into Torracat spot. Okay, and he's obviously going to be dynamaxing the Buzzwole because I can't see him dynamaxing Torracat. Protects. And he goes for a parting shot into PZ, lowering its attack and special attack. As annoying as that is, it's definitely not the end of the world because Porygon's special attack is so sky high and a life orb that it's still going to be deleting stuff with -1. And he brings out the Corviknight, very good switching, because that is going to make Porygon even slower now. Yeah, so even resisted by Corviknight still does big damage. I get -1 because of the Mirror Coat, and Buzzwole gets a -1 in its speed. Goes for Max Knuckle into PZ, huge damage. I was expecting it to do a little bit less if I'm honest, but the damage we get is the damage we get. Okay, so we are going to, I think we end up going for a dual wing beat into the Buzzwole. We'll see what happens here. I know I'm going to max guard this turn. Reason being, I need to survive. Because Porygon Z can be useful later. Okay, swaps out Corviknight. Very good move. Brings in Torracat, lowers the attack even more of Talonflame. Gets dual wing beat, which Dynamax and -2 is just doing about a quarter. So it would do about half if it wasn't Dynamax, which is insane. So we're gonna have to think of something here, right? So at the moment, I'm thinking we go for a Tailwind, get some speed control in on our side, and then just try and take something out. Because Talonflame is still at full health, and he gets to fake out. He did have to fake out. He's had 2 chances to use it, so I thought maybe he doesn't have it, but he did. Torracat gets deleted with the max strike, and Buzzwole gets more speed lowering. PZ is on 6 health, and I know I'm going to need PZ alive for the Corviknight. Gets a little bit of speed back and takes out Talonflame. So I send out Alakazam here. And out comes Tapu Fini. Misty Surge comes out, so the status can't be inflicted on any Mons, which is great. My Rillaboom in the back definitely doesn't want to be burned. Okay, all comes down to this turn. If I take out Buzzwole, I'm in a very good position because I've got terrain advantage. If I don't take out Buzzwole, he can pivot out the Finny, give himself the terrain advantage, and PZ's only got 3 HP, so it can't exactly be switched in, and that thing, it needs to be alive for the Corviknight. Right, so grassy terrain comes out, Psyshock into Buzzwole, takes it out. Alakazam, you are a star, puts us 3-2. Moonblast comes out, hits Zam, takes down to our Sash. Although the Sash doesn't actually activate, it leaves us on 1 HP naturally. So that's kind of cool. And then it's Corviknight and Tapu Fini versus Zam on 9 HP, PZ on 3 HP, and Rillaboom at full health. So fake out the Corviknight and try and get some damage into that Finny. There we go. Nice bit of damage into Finny. Moonblast, Rilla takes one of them, but Finny will go down to a Grassy Glide. Yeah, and all the healing turns. Yes. So we're going just for damage again. Grassy Glide into Finny. Would take it out. He's cancelled the battle. Not a fan of people cancelling the battles. He still had an out. Like 2 of my mons were on really low health, but I'm guessing he just thought, oh, I might as well end it, because why not? So I win that game 3-0. Right, into the last battle we go. Winner takes all. Simple as. A lot of my games lately have gone to game 3s, except in TVPL, everything has been 2-0. I either lose 2-0 or win 2-0. I will post some of those videos up later, next month, once it's all over. It's been fun. So he's led with a very different lead, the Cottony and Regieleki, who I haven't seen at all, and I've got Alakazam and Boom out. So I swap out Alakazam to Rillaboom, and that brings out the Grassy Surge. Got some Grassy Terrain up, and we're going for the max on Steelix this time. Steelix round 1 was a really good max, I just didn't play it right. If I took out Finny earlier, I might have had a better chance of taking it, because Corviknight wasn't doing enough damage to Steelix, but is what it is. He protects with the Cottony and Volt switches to get Regieleki out of there, which is a good move on his part, and I always forget about Volt switch. So he brings out right here Buzzwole. I get off a max Quake, boosting both Mon's special defense, but it really doesn't do anything to Buzzwole. So I go for Fake Out into Buzzwole, and Steel Spikes into Cottony. Wasn't sure it would max Buzzwole right here. White Herb gets rid of the Intim. and it also would have doubled my attack of acrobatics, meaning Buzzwole would be virtually KO'd if I had read that slightly better. But is what it is. Didn't call that read, and now we are in big trouble. But yeah, Fake does nothing, and it doesn't get a flinch because it's Dynamax. Airstream is going to wreck Rillaboom. So that's my terrain advantage gone. But he's revealed his 4 Mons now. So I know I don't have to take out Tapu Fini or Corviknight this time. Steel Spike into Torracat does a little bit of damage. So my moves, max moves have been pretty poor at the moment, but they've given me the defense boosts. Meaning Steelix is going to be quite difficult to take out. So we get to send out Alakazam. Okay, we're going for an attack into Torracat slot. In fact, we're doubling into it because we want to take it out. Not sure why I decided Torracat was the target for this round. Goes for Taunt, which isn't great for Alakazam. Obviously, I want to use the Speed Swap and the Encore on the Thunder Wave, but it is what it is. Side Shock does big damage. Flutterby is going to take Zam down to its Sash. Lowers its special attack, which isn't great. Yeah, we get another Quake into the top. Now an end game here would be to try and leave Regieleki for Steelix to take out, because he can't touch Steelix. But I don't think I realised that in battle. So we go for I think we go for a gutsy move here and bring out PZ, hoping that it doesn't max knuckle into the PZ slot. And we go for a high horsepower into Regieleki. Again, completely forgetting Volt Switch is a move. Out comes PZ. Volt Switch, huge damage into PZ. Luckily it's got some good natural bulk, so it doesn't go down like a ton of bricks. Sends out his Cottony, which doesn't have me too worried. He goes for the max knuckle into Steelix, huge damage. Steelix is at +1. I think Buzzwole's at +2 now. So yeah, we're in trouble. High horsepower into Cottony does like nothing. Now here's my brave call. I think this is like the point where I could potentially win the game. It depends what he does, so what I do. But he knows I've got some sort of special status move on PZ, and that's Trick Room. Haven't revealed it at all I've shown is I've got max guard. So we swap out Steelix, send in Zam, basically as a sacrifice. Hopefully he attacks the Zam slot. Cottony, I was assuming it would be going for Cotton Spore, just to make sure that PZ was slower for later on. I was just hoping he'd go and attack the Zam slot, which he does. Close combat into Alakazam, lowering his special defense, and that allows Porygon to get the trick from up. So we've got Trick Room up, we've got Porygon at -2, and we've got Steelix, who is the slowest mon left in the battle. So I am looking very good here. Terrain ends, Steelix comes out. I Hyper Beam into Buzzwole. This is probably the stupidest move of the game. Iron Head into Cottony. Cottony, he swaps out Buzzwole to Regieleki, who's going to just tank a Hyper Beam. So PZ is going to spend the next turn doing nothing, and then it's Steelix versus Buzzwole, the exact opposite of what I will want in the final stages. So Ironhead, I'm actually praying for a Hyper Beam miss here, but I don't get that. I hit the Hyper Beam. So PZ is now not able to do anything the next turn, meaning Buzzwole is just going to get a free hit onto it, take it out, and it's Steelix versus Buzzwole. I now have to fish for flinches from Ironhead, because I think I'm sure I'm a Rockhead Steelix, because I've got the Head Smash. Leech Life gives him a bit of health back, PZ goes down, and now it's Steelix on -3 attack versus a Buzzwole at +1 attack. It's pretty much over here. Poor reads at the end of that has definitely cost me this game. I'm now just fishing for flinches. Close combat, absolutely destroy Steelix. But although we lose, I'm very happy with how we played. That game 3, his pivots and switches were on point. So yeah, that's it. See you next week, guys.